In the following video, please note what we can learn from Jehovah's timing from the way he created sea creatures to behave. Let's watch the video.
Let's talk about fish and other things that swim in the sea. Salmon are a type of fish that I find particularly tasty. Most salmon start life in fresh water and then hightail it out of that river situation. I mean, to be fair, they're young, they're weak, and the flow of the river is going to dump them in the sea sooner or later. Once they're out in the open ocean, the salmon hit puberty and get all frisky. One thing leads to another, and before you know it, they're heading back up the river to spawn, by which point they're knackered. And that is how the salmon do. Not to be confused with salmon or penguins are these fellas, dolphins. Dolphins are experts at leaping out of the water in a way that looks cool. They've also perfected the art of catching fish without needing any nets or fishing rods. But not everyone loves dolphins. Sharks despise them, mostly because all that adorable jumping and leaping and not eating people has given dolphins awesome PR. When shizzle gets rizzle and a shark gets all up in the dolphin's business, dolphins gang together and throw shade at the shark until it f***s off. Not dissimilar to sharks are cult followers, even the ones that sit around eating snacks looking pretty harmless. They may not want to eat you, but they definitely want to make you feel like you need salvation and you need it now, typically by using Bible verses like this. Look, now is the especially acceptable time. Look, now is the day of salvation. So yes, again, just to be clear, this is not quite the video Jehovah's Witnesses are being shown on the Friday afternoon of their Exercise Patience Convention. I have taken the liberty of narrating it myself because the original is really rather tedious. This video, by the way, is part of the symposium item, What Creation Can Teach Us About Jehovah's Timing, Sea Creatures. And in this particular footage, we've just seen Christopher Ovis from the Warwick, New York headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses. Just for the purpose of journalistic integrity, allow me again to just go through what the original narration was, just so you can see why I thought it necessary to make it a little bit more fun and interesting. So originally what you would have heard is as follows. Sea creatures, do they benefit from acting at the right time? These are young salmon. They start life in fresh water. Most species migrate downriver to the ocean to feed and grow. They time the trip around the currents and available food. Later as adults, they're ready to head back and start the next generation. They wait until river conditions are suitable to migrate upriver. Then they go. Dolphins, too, perform different activities at different times. There's time to play, to see what's for dinner, and to make friends. But there are times when a dolphin knows to act with urgency. When threatened, the dolphin pod closes ranks to protect everyone, especially the young. We stay close to one another for safety in a spiritually dangerous world. And no matter how busy we are, we make time to be taught by Jehovah. Look, now is the especially acceptable time, etc. So even just a video about salmon and dolphins, they can twist it, they being the Jehovah's Witness leadership, the faithful and discreet slave or governing body, they can twist it and give it an apocalyptic feel. And they can make it all about closing ranks and being under siege. I feel almost as though the shark part of the video, the shark is practically apostates, isn't it? Or you can imagine that's what they want Jehovah's Witnesses to, that's the connection they want Jehovah's Witnesses to make when they're watching. We need to be on the lookout for people who would wreck our faith spiritually. And like dolphins, we need to act with urgency and we need to close ranks and protect ourselves. But how hypocritical for them to single out the young. They say in the original, when threatened, the dolphin pod closes ranks to protect everyone, especially the young. I'll take this sort of rhetoric from just about any organization, but I certainly won't take it from the Jehovah's Witness organization, in which child sexual abuse is rampant because they don't take seriously their responsibility to protect the young. We know now that it's in their documented policies to put the organization first and throw children under the bus by allowing child predators and their horrendous crimes against children to be covered up.